All right. Welcome to the Maximum Edge Sports Wagering Show. Monday Night Football tonight. We got the Chiefs and Giants. I got Anthony from Pounded Sports here tonight. Help me break down the Chiefs and Giants Arrowhead Stadium tonight. We're also going to recap a little bit of Sunday. First, Anthony, how's it going?
It's going great, man. Really excited about tonight's game. We got another really good primetime game.
Right. Any specials or promos going on tonight for the Monday night game?
Every Monday I do the same promo. 3-0 in Monday Night Football or a free week. If we don't go 3-0, can't beat it.
Right, and you know, if it loses, you got a free week. You get to try out Pounded Sports, man, and college football up. I don't know how many units. I think 8-4 for college football.
Yeah, we got
Saturday.
We got yesterday, but can't win every Sunday, right?
Yeah, it was a bit of a bloodbath with fourth quarter, Bengals up 31-20, and we're like, all right, here we go. And then you look away and look back, and it was the Jets winning 34-31. Like, what the heck happened?
Yeah.
And then, the Bills looked like they weren't going to cover. All of a sudden, bam, they covered.
Miracle cover.
Yeah.
They had cover. 3rd and 7. He could have just took a knee, Josh Allen, but he decided to cover the spread for all the people that backed him. And
I love him.
I call it miracle cover. 3rd and 7 on the opposite 7-yard line. You got it.
Those big spreads, man, I think they were like 16-2, for double-digit spreads like that.
What about the Rams? Up 34 and then I think the closing line was 16.5, and they ended up winning by 16.
Just brutal.
Oh man.
Just brutal. Yeah. So probably those big spreads were 1 and 2 yesterday, but before that, I mean, they had been like 16-2. Crazy. Any other games stick out? I mean, how about the over in the Bears 49ers? We didn't expect a shootout.
Wow. That's all I gotta say is wow. That's the only word that wow. Neither team could each other's running game. It was just wow. I mean, I'm still stunned that it was over 50 points in that game. What was it, 58 points in a Bears game? What? I can't recall the last time there was that many points in Soldier Field or in any Bears game.
Yeah, and I also like the under in the Steelers and Browns. That cashed.
Yep.
I wish I had given that out as my free play instead, so my free play would look better. But I gave out Bears 49ers, taking a risk on that 40-point total. I think that game at kickoff it was 40.5. So I felt safe with that. But man, like you said, shootout, and then
what about
the Patriots going into the Chargers?
Very impressive.
Yep, and I like that New England plus 4.5. Thought that was a real good bet too. And then the Lions not showing up for their game. I guess they forgot they were supposed to play the Eagles.
I said this yesterday morning during the show. If they were going to win a game this season, yesterday was the opportunity. Now they're going to go winless. They are not going to win. Even the horrible Bears are going to beat them. Watch. It's going to be awful. I mean, they're going to go another 0-16 season. This team,
0-17.
0-17. Now they're going to be the 0-17 team. And
first team.
Unbelievable. And just to think about it, I was lucky enough to lock this in the beginning of the season. Under 5.5 wins on the Lions total.
Wow. Good call. Good call. I don't have the Lions schedule in front of me, but I mean, I would have to look and see. Are there any games, that that they could win? I don't. They're on a bye this week.
The only chance they got is versus the Bears. It's in Detroit, but I mean, come on, they're so bad that the Bears are going to.
They got a chance against the Cardinals and Seahawks, though. I think it's possible.
Yeah,
the Bears they could win at least one of those, Bears, Seahawks, and Falcons. But did I say Cardinals? I meant Falcons.
Oh, Falcons. Yeah, you said Cardinals. I was like,
I meant Falcons. Yeah.
Okay.
They could win one against the Falcons, Seahawks, and Bears. So it's all bird teams.
Yeah.
Seahawks, Cardinals, Ravens. We got a lot of birds in the league. But let's talk about the game tonight. You have got the Chiefs at home. The Chiefs notorious for not covering. Anthony, you and I have talked about this a lot. The Chiefs are 3-14-1 their last 18 games against the spread. The Giants 8-1 against the spread in their last 9 games against Kansas City. I know we can probably throw out some of these because they haven't played all well. Giants 11-3 against the spread in their last 14 on the road. So pretty good road team against the spread. Any lean on the side?
You know what? Everything is saying Chiefs, but I just can't do it. My lean is on the Giants today. I think the Giants' defense is much better than people think they are. But then again, the Chiefs, they have something to prove. But their offensive line is so bad. Their offensive line is so bad. Their defense is in shambles. I mean, this line is way too inflated, in my opinion. Way too inflated. The Giants really need to screw up this game to not cover this spread. My lean is on the Giants. There's no way I can take the Chiefs minus 10.5. No way.
I think what you have to weigh for this game is this a game that the Chiefs are finally going to wake up and, decide to play like the Chiefs of, past years, or are they going to continue the trend of maybe winning and not covering the spread? Or this year it's been maybe winning and not covering the spread. Last year was winning and not covering the spread. Or are they going to rise up and say, we've had enough? We need to start playing like the Chiefs, or we're going to be sitting home for the playoffs.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at some of the injuries tonight. We'll start with the Chiefs, the home team, because they're the ones that have a little more injuries than I don't know if I should say that. Both of these teams are without star power tonight. For the Chiefs, middle linebacker Anthony Hitchens out. Tyrann Mathieu, the Honey Badger, he's questionable. Chris Jones, a big man in the middle, a pass rusher, a guy who disrupts everything in the middle, he's questionable. I imagine those two will probably play. They need to play if the Chiefs are going to have any chance of covering, I'll tell you that. So check before game time. But cornerback Charvarius Ward is out. I believe he's their third cornerback. Of course, running back Clyde Edwards-Helaire, he's out too. It'll be a heavy dose of Darrell Williams, I imagine. So like that prop bet, Darrell Williams anytime touchdown scorer. He's been the guy that's been punching it into the end zones. If anybody's playing prop bets, we're swore him off. But
if you like Darrell Williams anytime touchdown, now you know not to take Darrell Williams anytime. If you heard
it here.
If one of us like a prop bet, you bet the opposite immediately.
Right.
Immediately.
And then for the Giants, you got linebacker Lorenzo Carter, the young linebacker and pass rusher. He's out. You got Galladay and Barkley. They're probably their two best offensive players. They're both out. Sterling Shepard questionable. Evan Engram is questionable. Safety Jabril Peppers, he's out. He's also, I think, a really talented kick returner too. And Kadarius Toney questionable. So I mean, you're basically the only wide receiver healthy, that you're used to hearing is Darius Slayton. I imagine we'll see Shepard, Engram, and Toney. But those guys could go out of the game at any minute. With tweak that injury. If everybody, all things are stay the same, then nobody goes out. Then you're looking at the Chiefs able to cover this at home. But like you said, 10.5 is a lot of points in the NFL. We got a total sitting at 52. It opened at 54. So people have been betting the under. It's steamed down to 52 now. I kind of like the over because, it's just, neither of these teams are that good on defense. And you like the under, I think, because the Giants just don't put up a lot of points. I don't think they put up more than 21 points this season, except maybe 1 or 2 games.
I'm leaning the under. The bookmakers want you to take the over. You take the Chiefs. The last 3 weeks, last week,
yeah,
the over-under last time the Chiefs played were 59.5. Okay. The week before that was 54. The week before that was 54 and a half, 54. Well, 52 and a half. The last 3 weeks went under. So 52 and a half. I mean, the Giants have a halfway decent defense. Nobody gives them any credit. Chiefs have no offensive line. I think the Giants front seven is going to get to that, put the pressure on Mahomes, and he's going to be running for his life again this week. I mean, I'm sorry. I just cannot touch 10 and a half when you got a team that's just horrendous against the spread. Just because it's the New York Giants doesn't mean you automatically lay the 10 and a half. I'm on the Giants. I can't take. There's nothing tells me to take the Chiefs. Nothing.
Yeah, and like I said, the Giants pretty good road team against the spread, man. 11-3 their last 14.
They actually play better on the road than at home. If you look this year's games, they're better at home or better on the road than at home.
So if the Giants are going to cover, man, that probably does favor the under. You know, they want to keep it close. They want to keep, keep the Chiefs out of the end zone. I just don't know if they can do it. I mean, Patrick Mahomes, boy, he's really this is his worst season. Let's just not beat around the bush, you know. And a lot of it stems from the offensive line. They've got injuries across the offensive line. Haven't given him any protection. He doesn't have time to throw. He's forcing it because of that.
Exactly.
Trying to make plays on his own.
He's forcing throws that he shouldn't throw. And then last year, he was actually getting away with it. Well, it finally catching up to him.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm probably one of the biggest Patrick Mahomes fans. I love the guy. His way he plays the game. He's very entertaining to watch.
Yeah.
But when you got no protection, you're running for your life. Look at the Super Bowl. He was running for his life. That's the Super Bowl all the way to now. He's not doing anything different.
Yeah.
He had one good game the entire year. One good game. And that was versus the Eagles. That doesn't tell me much. And I'm telling you right now, the Giants are a lot better team than the Eagles.
Yeah, I think so too. I think the Giants are able to I mean, of course, the Eagles put up a lot of points yesterday. Of course, they were playing the Lions, but
I think they just gave up.
Yeah.
They just plain gave up. I mean, nobody loses that bad at home after competing week in and week out and getting so close to a win within 30 seconds. I mean, 3 times. They get blown out by the Eagles. You just literally, I mean, you have to do that on purpose almost.
The Giants, they're coming off a bye.
Yeah.
So they're coming off a bye. They're well rested. They have had, an extra week to prepare for Patrick Mahomes. So
they're going to need a week.
10.5 points is a lot of points. So yeah, it's Monday night. You got the history of both teams. The Giants being a good road team against the spread, and the Chiefs, just not being able to cover spreads. I mean, I think the Chiefs probably win this game. They're at home. They're the better offense.
They probably do win.
They probably win. I don't think they cover.
Jones runs the ball, scrambles like he does in games that he almost won or did win. They are definitely in this game. But if he stays in the pocket, gets sacked, throws interceptions, loses the ball on a fumble, they're going to lose. He's got to be mobile. If you look, there's 2 different kind of New York Giants this year. There's games where he was mobile. He was absolutely unstoppable. You couldn't stop the guy. And then there was games where no matter what he did, he was just giving the ball to the other team. I mean, look what he did to the Rams. But I think he was still injured when they got blown out by the Rams. So I throw that game out the window personally.
Right. All right. So we got our lean is towards the Giants and the under 52 points. Right. Is that what the line's at right now? Currently 52 and a half. So that extra half point, that's, makes it a little more attractive there. And then we're going to talk a little World Series.
Oh, yeah. I mean, tomorrow's our day off from podcasting. So, yes.
Yep. Let's talk a little World Series. And it's game 5?
Game 6. Game 6.
Game 6. Okay. Game 6.
2.
And the series is
it's 3-2.
3-2 Astros. Braves. 3-2 Braves.
Yeah, the Braves had an opportunity to close out the series last night and didn't. They hit a grand slam in the first inning and then just gave it up throughout the game. So tomorrow you got Max Fried versus, I think, Lewis pitching, or Valdez, one of those two. Either way, huge advantage for the Astros at home. Got momentum from yesterday's game. They already beat up on Max Fried in Game 2. I think this game goes to Game 7. I think the Astros have the momentum after yesterday's game. Going into at home, crowd's going to be electric. The momentum is in Houston's favor. The question is, can Houston the question is Game 7. But let's get through Game 6. I'm on the Astros already. I love the Astros tomorrow. I think they really do force a Game 7. So we'll see what happens.
Networks would like a Game 7. They always could sell more advertising.
Exactly.
Major League Baseball sure would like a Game 7. So all right, how about we give away a free play? You ready to?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. We suffered a little bit yesterday at the hands of the NFL, right?
0-2 yesterday, 0-2.
Right. All right.
Here's the free play. We got the Bulls plus 2 points in Boston tonight. Bulls, I mean, if you're new to the NBA, the Bulls are stacked this year. They got momentum. They just beat the Jazz at home. Actually took care of the Jazz fairly easily, which is definitely a championship team. So, in my opinion, looking at my numbers, going through the simulations, this line is razor sharp. If the Bulls don't win this, they're going to lose within 3 points. And there's one thing I know about the Bulls. They love to wait to the last minute to go back and forth in baskets. So even if they lose, I'll take my chances with the +2. Not the money line, because like I said, I think this line is razor sharp. And if the Bulls don't win, they're gonna lose within 3 points. So hopefully we're on the right end of it.
All right, you heard it here. Got my Bulls, my Chicago Bulls. You know, they're like a super team this year. They made some great offseason acquisitions. It's like a miniature all-star team, you know.
And Boston's struggling.
I love it.
Perfect opportunity to capitalize on the Celtics right now.
Boston has been struggling. They're at home though, so at the Garden. At the Palace. No, right? Which one is it? The Boston Garden?
Let's just say Boston.
The hardwood floor, the parquet floor of the Celtics. So the Bulls will be on the road +2. I like it, man. I think the Bulls have a good chance of winning that outright.
Yeah.
So take the points in a close game. All right, so we are back Thursday. Okay. You might see some see us on some other podcasts capsule reviewing the college football games tomorrow and Wednesday. So but Thursday we'll be talking the Thursday night college games and Thursday night football, and we will see you then. Good night.
And I'm the team captain. He's the preview, and I'm the main attraction. Unstoppable, unconquerable.